Alright, so welcome back to my channel, you guys. I do have my empty products that I completely finished, and I've been collecting this for about a year now. I actually had a lot more products than this, but I felt like if I put it on this video, it would have been like 40 minutes long, and I know y'all don't want to see all that. So I went ahead and condensed it somewhat. But these products, you guys, some of them I really do love, some of them I will repurchase, some of them I just will not buy again because they were not worth it. So yeah, I just want to go ahead and see what they are. Then go ahead and keep on watching. Alright, so starting with the first one, I do have the Prairie. I'm not sure how you say that. Eye cream. If you guys do know about this brand, they're so expensive. I don't understand the prices because they're literally insane, and my mom has a bunch of these and a bunch of their products, so I want to go ahead and try their eye cream out, and I've used it up completely, and honestly the full size of this is $365. I know. So when I saw the price, I just feel like, you know what, it's gonna get rid of my dark circles, my wrinkles. It's just gonna be like the best eye cream the whole entire world. And honestly, it didn't do any of that for my under eyes. It was very hydrating and moisturizing, I will say that. But for $365, you guys, it's just, I don't think it's worth it. If you have the money, go ahead and splurge and buy this if you want. But for me, I don't got that type of money. So the next two are toners, and these are the Dickinson's Enhanced with Hazel toner. I do have the Pore Perfecting toner and the Hydrating toner. These are my favorite when it comes to drugstore. I use this every single morning. I don't use it at night. I use something a little bit different, but for the morning, you guys, this is so hydrating and cooling on the skin. Gets rid of all the dirt and whatnot that's on my face. And I actually went ahead and repurchased this yesterday, so I already do have this in my collection. I love these so much. If you haven't tried them, highly recommend it. So I noticed I kind of started with skincare first. I usually start with makeup, you guys, and then I do skincare, so I guess we're doing something a little bit different today. But the next brand is from Herrington, and when it comes to Herrington, you guys, I love their products. They work on my skin. I actually see a difference, and I feel like the prices are pretty fair, and actually, like, you know, do what they say they will do, because a lot of skincare, especially when it comes to high end, they claim a lot of stuff, you guys, and when I try, they don't do anything. But these I love. So the first one I do have is the Herrington Sheer Transformation Moisturizer, and I love this stuff, you guys. I always go ahead and repurchase it. I actually don't buy it from the Sephora website or anything like that. I do get it from Marshall's because, y'all, they be having these big sizes for like $20. If you go to the actual website, it's like $60, $70. So I'm saving a lot of money. But when it comes to my morning routine, I love this because it controls my oils, you guys. It gives me like a nice canvas to work on. It's just a really good moisturizer, and it doesn't make me greasy towards the end of the day. And the next one I do have is the Herrington Balance and Force Oil Control Toner. This is a really good toner when it comes to your morning routine, but you guys do know I use my Dickinson's one because this is a lot more cheaper, a lot more affordable, and I see a difference with this also. But if you have the coins and the money to go ahead and spend it on a high-end toner, I do recommend this because it controls your oils, it gets rid of all your dirt and whatnot, and it's a really good product. So these two, you guys, when it comes to Herrington, I literally like live by their products, so go ahead and check this out. And the last skincare product I do have, it's a CeraVe Foaming Facial Cleanser. This is such a good cleanser if you have sensitive skin, if you have oily skin and whatnot. It's just a really good cleanser. There's not much to say about it. It gets rid of all the dirt on my face, keeps it squeaky clean, and I mean, it's $10. It's really affordable. I don't really feel the need to spend so much money when it comes to cleansers. I feel like there's a lot of good ones when it comes to a drugstore, and this is about $15, $10, depends where you go. At Walmart is $10, but at Ulta is $15, so go ahead and save your money. Okay, so moving on to makeup. I know that's what you guys are here for. The first one I do have is a Farsali Skin Tone Blur Primer. This is a $54 primer. And when it comes to primer, you guys, I just feel like you don't need to spend so much money. And this is a $54 primer, and I love the packaging. I love how cute it is. And when it came to the actual product, you guys, it actually worked on my skin. It kind of gives you like a blur on your skin and kind of smooths everything out, and I think it works. So with that being said, do I think it's worth $54? I don't know. One thing I do want to mention is I do give you 1 fluid ounces, and that's a lot of product when it comes to primer. But for some reason, I went through this so fast, you guys. I think I finished this in a month and a half, and if I buy it all the time, that is a lot of money just on primer. So I feel like if you have the money to go ahead and get it, do buy it because it does work. But at the same time, I feel like it's just really expensive at the same time. So I kind of go back and forth. I think I want to repurchase it, but I don't know yet. Yeah, I don't know. Now these next two products are foundations from the drugstore, and these are very two popular items. The first one is the Covergirl True Blend Matte Matte Foundation in the shade D50, and when this first came out, you guys, I was obsessed with this. I love this so much. I used it every single day because it was my perfect match on my skin. I love the way it controlled my oils. I love the way it looked on my skin. I was like, Covergirl, y'all really stepped it up with this. But once I finished it, for some reason, I didn't go ahead and buy it. I actually bought this last year, I do think, if I remember correctly, and I just never went ahead and bought it. And the fact that it's about to get really hot outside, I'm for sure gonna pick this up because this controls my oils so well. And next one's the Maybelline Fit Me Foundation, the matte and poreless in the shade Warm Coconut. This used to be my favorite foundation in the whole entire world, you guys. I used to use it all the time on my channel. At some point, you guys noticed that I wasn't using this anymore. I was like, dang, like y'all really know what I be using on my channel. But with this, I love this foundation. I think it's so good. They have so many shades out there. Really affordable. It just controls my oils. It looks good on my skin. I could keep going on and on about this. So with that being said, gonna go ahead and pick up these two. I love them so much. And second one, drugstore, I do have the Maybelline Concealer in the shade Cafe. And when it came to my channel, I used to use this all the time. And for some reason, I don't know why I stopped, but then I do remember that when it comes to drugstore, a lot of concealers came out this year from L'Oreal, Milani, some other brands out there. There were so many concealers that came out. Fenty, like, I just completely forgot about this one. So I'm definitely gonna pick this up again. It's only $5. It's really good on the skin and it's so creamy. And it kind of reminds me of the NARS Natural Radiant Concealer because they're very creamy on the skin. So yeah, I kind of feel bad because I abandoned this and I used to use it all the time, but it is what it is. Alright, so moving on to the brows, I do have the Benefit Goof Proof Brow Pencil. Honestly, I should have a bunch in here, but I guess I threw them all away. But this brow pencil is my favorite in the whole entire world. I just love the way it glides on the skin. It stays on all day. It looks very hair-like on the skin. I'm literally obsessed with this product, you guys. Like, this is all I use on my brows. I just love it so much. The only thing I will say I don't like is the price, just because it's very pricey, but at the same time, you guys, it works on the brows. And when it comes to high-end, I feel like all the products are about the same prices, so really can't complain about that. But it's a really good product and it's the only thing I use on my brows. Okay, so the last products I do have are setting sprays, and I do have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 setting sprays. That is crazy, okay? So the first one I do have is the Urban Decay All Night Makeup Setting Spray, and I do have 3 of these. This one right here is the old packaging. They used to be white before, but then they changed it to black. They're still the same exact thing. But when it comes to my makeup, you guys, I love the setting spray. It just does everything a setting spray is supposed to do. It controls my oils, it sets my makeup, it makes everything look skin-like. It's a really good product, and I always go ahead and repurchase this. The only thing I hate though is the price. It is $32 or $36 for one bottle. So I only buy this when there's a sale going on or something like that, because I'm not trying to spend all my money. But when it comes to setting spray, you guys, I do highly recommend this. And the next one I do have is a Too Faced Hangover 3-in-1 Replenishing Primer and Setting Spray. This stuff is bomb, okay? It kind of reminds me of the MAC Fix Plus, just because it gets rid of all the powders on your skin and it gives you like a very nice dewy finish. I love this so much, you guys. I was obsessed with it. I don't know why I didn't repurchase it. I think I was using the Urban Decay All Night Makeup Setting Spray all the time, but I definitely need to go ahead and pick this up because it has coconut in it and it just makes your skin look hydrated and good. So definitely gonna pick this up. And the last one I do have is a Milani Make It Last Setting Spray. When it comes to drugstore, I feel like it's a good setting spray, but I'm not obsessed with it. Like, it sets my makeup, of course, but at the same time, it doesn't do anything crazy for me to want to go ahead and repurchase it. So that is just my opinion. I feel like when it comes to drugstore, it's a good setting spray, but would I go ahead and repurchase it? Probably not. Alright, so those were all the products I want to go ahead and talk to you guys about. I do hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, your way out, and I think that's all I have for you guys today. So I'll see you in my next one.